3 months ago, our family adopted a puppy. His name is Devok. We've never had a puppy in our lives, but after living with him, my entire life has changed, and it has broadened my perspective. I started to get interested in animal welfare, especially dogs. Today, I want to introduce you some interesting American dog culture. 2 out of 3 Americans raise pets. The animal that raise the most is a dog. There are more dogs than Korea's population. Many Americans have been with dogs since their childhood. Some people even eat at the same table because they think of dogs as their family. There are so many interesting cultures for dogs in USA that I want to introduce in Korea. First, is one of the things I want to do for my dog when I go to USA someday. Ordering Papageno at Starbucks. It's on the Starbucks secret menu. Pappuccino stands for puppy plus cappuccino. It's just a small cup of whipped cream, made especially for dogs. There's no coffee, tea, or caffeine of any kind in the cup, just straight up whipped cream. I'm sure he will love it. And the thing is, it's free. The culture of welcoming dogs is spreading in USA, not only in Starbucks but also in supermarkets and restaurants, leaving space for dogs. Second, here is Central Park in New York. Dogs and part-time dog walkers all around. In the early morning and evening, they have off-leash time. It was quite impressive that they have specific time zone for off-leash at the park. I think that's a great idea for dogs. Here in Seoul, it's really hard to find some places where we can let our dogs run freely without leash. Also, there are a lot of parks only for dogs in USA. It's called Dog Park. No matter where you live or where you're headed in the United States, you can find an off-leash dog park nearby. Leashes can cause dogs to become territorial. Roaming free is beneficial for dogs.
Off leash, I think, is as long as you can control your dog, is a very healthy thing for the animal, and it's very much more fun for you. You can't always do that. It's not always proper to do that.
You have to consider the dog's safety as well as the safety and the comfort of the people around you.
I've just been coming here for 4 months since I got my rescue, Jackie, and he loves it. People are very helpful with, if you need dog walking tips or dog training tips or, it's very clean, but that's mostly because of volunteers. But, we have shovels to pick up, the poop. This is one of the nicer dog parks in the city.
In Korea, if you want to walk a dog without a leash, you have to go to a dog cafe in the suburbs or take the dog deep into forests. Third, you can find many pet-friendly hotels online and book any hotel with the option. Many hotels in the US are pet-friendly. It's quite easy to find one you like. He's taking care of a dog while the dog's owner is checking in. Walking around to talk about how cute she is. In recent years, hotels and resorts across America have become more and more pet-friendly. catering to the record 65% of families who now own a pet, particularly the over 50 million Americans that like to travel with their four-legged friends.
DPET Hotels offers three main services: overnight boarding, daycare, and spa and grooming services.
Most of all, I think the strong law that protects dogs in the US made them happy.
So California law is very specific when it comes to animals. You're held strictly liable, meaning if you go to a dog park and your dog bites somebody, or you're at the beach, even if it's the dog beach, the actual fenced off section they have, and your dog bites someone, then you're going to be held liable.
Even if the person, let's say, you taunted the dog.
Right. So strictly liable is a high bar.
Okay.
It's really going to be, there may be some very unique situations where you may not be, but 99% of the time you're going to be held liable if your dog bites somebody.
According to law of animal abandonment in California, anyone who willfully abandons an animal is guilty of punishable by a fine of $1,000 and up to 6 months in jail. The laws like this make people more careful about their behavior in dealing with pets. I think that if dog owners train their dogs well and make a good impression, society will be able to move toward a more dog-friendly society overall. If my dog could live in a more dog-friendly environment, I would be willing to take much greater responsibility. Thank you for listening.